they've said, they're going to ride with Baker Mayfield. They expect him to be back as a starting quarterback. Having said that, Munch, I view Andrew Berry as a really good young GM. The job of a young, good GM is to look at all the options. I think he will try to exhaust all of the options that are out there for quarterback.
You have to. There is no doubt. There is no hands down. Something dangerous, though. And some folks have said to me, will you bring somebody in to have competition with Baker? Well, if you've just said, we're going with Baker as our starter now, you could change that if something is presented to you and you study and you look at something, or if there's somebody else out there, one of the quote-unquote elites. You know what? We didn't talk about it because he's not a free agent. What about Aaron Rodgers, all right? Will they do something of that nature? Matty Ryan? No. Matty Ice had a great career. That's it. He's had a great career, okay? So is there something there to explore? People say to me, Aaron Rodgers isn't coming here. You don't know that, okay? Actually, I think he's going to Pittsburgh, and we will have a lot of fun if that indeed happens. But, yeah, you have to explore them all, even if you feel Baker is a guy, even though Baker was on fire last year as you came down. Because we know quarterbacks, they can go quickly. A lot of it's up here. A lot of it's in the arm, too.
All right, before we go to break and switch our focus to Cavs, I don't know that you could bring in a guy to compete with Baker Mayfield. And I don't think it's Baker Mayfield. I think you don't want to do that because when you have two quarterbacks, you tend to have none.
David, you hit it on the head. I've heard that from some other media, heard that from some folks around the league. No, you do not have a quarterback competition here. You want a backup quarterback, and you're going to laugh at this, that Baker is the guy. You want a backup that's not going to cost you what Case Keenum cost you. Oh, there's another guy that Browns, and I'll call it the Browns rabble. A lot of the fans, and unfortunately, the brass to the Browns listen to the fans a little too much. There's a guy by the name of Colt McCoy who has acquitted himself, is going to go down as a guy that's had a great career as a backup. And you know what? There is no shame in being a backup. I'll never forget walking off the field early when the Browns came back, when Mike Tomczak was still with the Steelers. And, of course, people are screaming at him, Tomczak, your uniform's clean. Tomczak, you're this, you're that. Tomczak. And he looked up and said, you know what? I'm holding this clipboard. I'm cashing checks that are worth $2 million a year. I'll take that any day of the week. A good backup is just, oh, my gosh, it's just so special for the team and for your starter, too, because they help the starter.